Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for another episode of Tea Time with Ronald Mercer. I am so glad to be back once again. We have another special guest star with me today. His name is Christian. Hello, Christian. Say hello to everyone. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, Ronald, my name is not Christian. My name is Christopher,
Oh,
actually. But that's okay. Yeah. Do you research your guests?
first off, I had it backwards. My bad. That was my apologies because for some reason, my... Okay, look at you already trying to comfort me. Okay. Okay, Chris, go ahead and say, go ahead and
I
say
had to.
everyone.
I have to. I mean, like I feel like you're going to. Okay, my name is Chris Larue. I'm so sorry, Ronald. You're fantastic. Your tits look phenomenal, by the way. 10 out of 10. But yeah, my name is Chris Larue. I moved to LA 2 years ago, actually exactly 2 years ago, a few days ago, to pursue acting. And, I kind of fell into the LA gay trap where I haven't done that at all. I've been drinking and doing drugs. So I feel like the time that I've been here has like, set me up to actually start. Now I have a couple things going on. I'm riding with some friends and I'm taking some classes. So I'm from Arkansas originally. The product of extreme inbreeding.
And how old are you again,
I don't know if I
Chris?
want to say that, but
How old are you again?
it's none of your business, frankly.
Okay, we're gonna play this game. Okay, this is kind of like cat and mouse. Okay, I like a little bit of a challenge. Okay, you want to be a bitch? I want to be a bitch to
Yeah.
you. Okay, first off, you remind me so much of my friend Ethan. Like every time I look at you, you remind me so much of Ethan. Ethan is hi Ethan, if you're watching this, he's probably watching this, but you look like my friend Ethan. Ethan is very attractive. He's a bartender at Stash. He's one of my ex no, not my ex. He's one of my best friend's ex-boyfriend. Let me clarify. But you kind of look like Ethan. But only difference is Ethan has more of a full beard and he's a lot older than you. So let me show you Ethan. This is who you look like. Yeah. So I've been knowing Ethan for years. I
You
met
know what's
him
really
in
funny about that, Ronald? What's really fucking funny about that is I know who that guy is because LA is such a fucking small town. I recently broke up friendship with this person who DJs at Stash, and they were having this little like moment recently, and my friend came to me and was like, "You look like this guy." And that's that fucking guy. Like, what the F? But yeah, I don't know him, but I mean, I'll take it as a compliment, like, I guess.
Ethan's very attractive. He's also a sweetheart. I just talked to him yesterday. That's funny because I wanted to bring it up. I was like, I know some people hate being compared to other people, but I was like, he looks like Ethan. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Ethan moved here he's been here around the same time as you. He's originally from Michigan or Missouri, one of those states. What state are you from again?
I'm from Arkansas, and like, I know that you're from Texas, so I mean,
Mhm.
we have a little bit in common, right?
Yeah, the South.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. I honestly I cannot stand the fucking South. I don't know how often you go back home, but I go back home like once
Mm.
a year just to see all my friends and family. Other than that, I do not like that place at all. And it seems like you're just like the rest of them when it comes down to that. You're just like everyone else in Hollywood. Everyone comes out here to be an actor, but not everyone succeeds.
Mm, 100%. And I want to be what is that fucking movie called? It's where you're the exception. The exception. I want to be the exception.
Mm-hmm. I get it. I get it. I will
Yeah.
say this. Living in LA, we both know this. You have to be on your fucking hustle in order to survive. If you're not on your hustle, you're not gonna make it in this fucking industry. This industry is so cutthroat. I kid you not. And this is someone who's been in this industry forever. I've mentioned this on my show a million times. I know a lot of people in this industry. I've dealt with like high profile people in this industry, so I know a lot. And a lot of this industry, it's about who you know and who you can sleep with in order to get ahead. I hate to say that, but that's just part of the game. Maybe it was 6 months ago, I had met this guy who we were kind of talking for like a hot second. And I asked him, I said, what do you do? He was like, oh, I'm an actor. I was like, okay, what have you been in? He was like, oh, I haven't been in anything. I was like, okay, what are you drinking, by the way?
Oh, that's urine.
It
I
looks
found some.
like it.
I live in Hollywood, so it wasn't difficult to find. Yeah. Mm.
Ah, so that's
It's
Chardonnay.
Stella Artois. No, no, no,
Okay,
no, no. Beer, because I'm mask. I'm a masculine dom mask.
let me go ahead and roll my eye. Let me roll these eyes. Okay, that's what you claim.
100.
No, beer is bad for you. No, beer gives you a belly. If you want to get a chest like this, you don't drink beer. So stop drinking it.
Let me tell you something, Ronald. I thought the same thing for the longest time, and I was drinking all the liquors, all the wines, and then I switched to beer a few months ago. It's done I'm like an anomaly or something. Like it has done wonders for my tits, wonders for my stomach. Weirdly enough, I mean, I feel like a freak of nature.
I love to hear that. So I'm not trying to judge you. I recently, probably like the last month or so, I switched over to White Claws. I don't know if you ever had the White Claws, the Surge ones. So good. They will fuck you up real quick. I only have like two of them, and I feel lit. Have you had them?
No, I don't love a White Claw because it does. No, it tastes like spit water. So I try to stick to more of the like high calorie ones.
Okay, well, I'm more about low calories. I also love champagne, and if I don't drink champagne, it's
It's
probably
working for
tequila.
you.
Yeah, exactly. It's good for you. It's good for you.
I do love it is good for you. Good for your mental health.
Yes, it definitely is. It definitely is. Okay, so since you are in the entertainment industry, Chris, not Christian, what are some of your fucking inspirations?
Some of my inspirations, well, Joan Rivers has always been one of my biggest inspirations. Like since I'm a kid, I have always looked up to her. Like I would really want to get into comedy and acting mainly. So I don't know if I want to be, drama. I feel like I'm more of a comedian type of guy. So Joan Rivers is a huge inspiration of mine. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I want to do anything and everything. I would do a reality show. Like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I will literally be on like Hoarders if I get the opportunity.
I have had the opportunity to be on so many reality shows. This one on Netflix, what was it called? It was very popular. It was like a group of individuals. I can't remember the name of it, but it became very successful. So one of my close friends, he is a casting producer, a big casting producer out here in LA. I talk to him all the time. I actually talked to him this morning, and he's trying to get me on so many reality shows. I refuse to do them. I do not like reality shows. I do not want to be in that light, even though I can be very messy, which we know I can be, which is totally fine. I will take it. But I will not do a reality show. And there's many reasons why, because reality shows will make you look worse than you already are. So I definitely would not do that. I will say some of my inspirations, we talked about this before, would definitely be Wendy Williams. I definitely love Joan Rivers. She was a cutthroat bitch. She fucking is an icon. I miss her. Rest in peace, but she was an icon. I also love, and here's another one who can rest in
Yeah.
peace, is Barbara Walters. She was another like cutthroat bitch. I loved
Uh,
her. her interviews and everything she said was just spot on. Those are like my inspirations. Those are people that I really love and adore.
Okay, for sure. Obviously, you are like the male equivalent of Wendy. And even if that's something you're going for, you're doing a fantastic job. I mean, you're a huge cunt, and I really appreciate that. Barbara Walters is same. Like I did like one of my college essays on Barbara. Dude, I have fucking gnats, and I'm so sorry. I had like a garbage disposal issue. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so Barbara Walters is fantastic, and the great thing about Barbara, as opposed to Joan, was that Barbara took herself so seriously, but it was still so entertaining, and she was still so cunty. And yeah, I love both of those ladies. Wendy, you gotta love her too.
Just messy. She was just messy, but she also was very cutthroat. I don't know if you knew like the old Wendy, like if you knew her back in the radio days. So I, not too long ago, I was like watching some of her like old videos. Look at you in that damn beer, beer in your damn nets. But I was gonna say, so back in the day, Wendy Williams did like a radio interview, and she was interviewing, and I will never forget this. And I just watched it not too long ago. She was interviewing Wendy Williams. She was
Whitney
interviewing.
Houston is here, who she was interviewing, right?
No. Wendy Williams was interviewing. I was going to say she was interviewing Destiny's Child. Do you remember that one, or did you hear about that one?
Oh, okay. I don't know about that
So
one.
long ago. Well, you're also a baby, so
No.
you of course you wouldn't remember. This was my day. These was back in my days.
Okay, wait. Time out. Real quick, before we get there, how old are you? I know you're younger than me, so what are you talking about?
None of your fucking business, just like you told me.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway,
You can
keep
play that
going.
game, homeboy. And I'm actually older than you. I just don't look
There's
it.
absolutely no way you're older than me.
I am. Also, I don't do drugs.
Well, I am white.
And I also don't do drugs.
Well, I've quit the drugs.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't
I'm
know your
off the
life
drugs.
like that.
Thank you, Ronald. Thank you.
I love to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you're
Crack
doing
is
well.
whack.
Never done it. And I don't
Thank
see
you.
myself ever doing it. But I will say this, and this is not me having a little cunty moment with
You
you.
never know.
I do. That's true. I do applaud you for getting off of it, and you're trying to do something with your life now. So kudos to you for making those steps in your life.
I was never on crack. It was a little coke situation, but thank you, Ronald. Thank you.
So I'm gonna give you a little bit of backstory. So a lot of people do coke out here in LA,
Okay.
but I was
Yeah.
it's sarcasm.
Huge.
It's sarcasm. So I know you haven't done crack. If you did crack, usually you can tell. I can definitely see you have not done crack.
Okay, I mean, you honestly never like, and honestly, well, I did meth once, but like, I just don't want the people to think I'm like doing crack. But there was a time
No,
where we've all smoked meth once or twice, you know.
I haven't. I've never done none of that. And
You look great.
thank you. I do drink. That's it. I have never done any drugs. I've never smoked any cigarettes. I've never done any of that. So I think with me, I think one of the main reasons why I never got into like drugs and like smoking, because I have a lot of friends who like smoke weed and all this other shit, is because my mom is such a big, no one knows this, but you know now. My mom is such a big pothead. So she used to smoke like hell when we were a lot younger. So me and my siblings, we hated the smell of it. So when we got older, no one wanted to smoke. Like none of my siblings, no one does drugs in my family, which I do like that. So that's just my 2 cents of why I don't do drugs.
Yeah.
I want to ask you.
No, I honestly, I
Mhm.
applaud you. I feel like you definitely, it's working for you. And we could suck each other's dicks all day long and be like, you look great, I look great, you look great. I mean, but we don't, you know.
We can make that happen.
Okay.
Uh,
All right, what were you gonna ask me?
I was going to ask you. So let's talk a little bit about pop culture. So I wanted to ask you. I kind of went over it with you a little bit. How do you feel about Britney Spears, and what do you think she brought to the pop culture community? Just pop in general. That's what I'm trying to say.
Brittany, what did she bring to the pop? I mean, she's literally brought half of it, I would say. I think that, every decade that we've had so far we've had one pop icon that has kind of like reinvented like so much and like been like the icon of the decade. It started with Madonna in the 80s, and then I feel like Britney kind of was the 90s. Then we had Lady Gaga in the 2000s. I don't know who would be the
Britney was still
2010s.
no. I want to cut you off for a second. Britney was still big in the early 2000s. So Lady Gaga was in the late 2000s,
Fair.
2010. That's when she really took off.
No, you make a point there. I guess I mean like more so like when they started. You know what I mean? I would say that like Lady Gaga kind of like was the emphasis of the late 2000s, Britney the early 2000s. I guess it doesn't have to be like specifically decades, but there's always like a train of like, like pop icons. And I feel like Britney definitely has given so much to pop culture. I feel really bad for her, and I feel like she has been super fucked over, obviously. Do you agree? I mean, who doesn't
I
agree?
definitely, I definitely agree with you on that. Her family really did her wrong. And I feel like Britney, she's gone crazy, unfortunately. A lot of people are not going to agree with me. My casting friend, he would tell you, because he loves Britney, he will kill someone for her. But I will say Britney has kind of went off the walls the last few years, and I hope that she gets better, because like the people that she have in her life are pretty much using her. I do want to say this as well. I feel like her husband is using her. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I feel like he is not a good person she needs in her life. She has all her family who's been against her, and her
I
husband. I feel like he's using her as well.
oh, no, I
What do you
totally agree with that. There's no possible way in fucking hell that someone, and this is gonna sound terrible. I'm not a Britney stan, so I don't really care. But
Mhm.
there's no way that that man would be with someone with her mental state and the way she looks like God, I'm gonna get dragged. She looks like she hasn't taken a bath in months most of the time. You know what I mean? And it's sad.
It's true. I definitely agree with you on that. I'm always sending my friend who's like obsessed with Britney. I'm always sending him videos. I'm like, she's going crazy. She's showing her pussy all over the internet. I'm like, you don't think she's going crazy? He was telling me, he was like, well, the Kardashians do it, but I'm like, the Kardashians not doing like the shit that Britney is doing. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the Kardashians, but you also can't sit there and defend Britney and she's going crazy. Like, well, not going crazy. She is crazy. I think it also has to do with her past traumas. I think she has to deal with that in order to like move ahead in her life. I do want to ask you this, Chris, not Christian. You don't think Taylor Swift is pop?
I don't think she's pop.
I'm asking, do you think she's pop?
Like, what do you mean? Do I think she's
Do,
popular?
no, do you think she's like a pop star like Taylor Swift? Excuse me, like Lady Gaga, like Britney
Oh,
Spears? Yeah. Do you think she's up in that realm as with her?
oh, okay. You know what? I never considered her, but that's a really good point. I think that she definitely took the reins after Lady Gaga, maybe in a really different way. Um, I mean, she's definitely like pop icon status. I mean, again, I'm not a huge fan. Are you a Taylor fan?
I definitely am a big Taylor fan. I will say this. Taylor Swift came out before Lady Gaga, or they came out. I have to do my research since you said I don't do my research. She came out around the same time as Lady Gaga back. So Taylor Swift, I remember because she came out with it was more of Country Tears in My Guitar. That was like 2007. Lady Gaga, if I remember, she came out with Poker Face. I think that was like 2008, 2009. Taylor became a little bit more famous. No, she came out before. I think Taylor Swift came out before her. But later down the line, Taylor Swift was more pop. So Lady Gaga was pop from the beginning.
No. Yeah.
Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift became pop later in her career.
Well, they're two obviously totally different artists also. And also like you said, Taylor became more pop around 2012 or something like that when what was that song? It was I Knew You Were Trouble. I knew you were trouble or whatever.
Stick to your day job.
Well, comedy.
Are you even good at that? Because I'm not laughing.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, no, I just feel like, I'm like a huge pop culture fiend. So I love just but it is, I mean, if we're going back to Britney or whatever, I wanted to mention that she was also, which has been talked about before, she's been pumped full of drugs, from 2007 until recently. So I think it's literally just completely just altered her mental state indefinitely. She's basically always going to be that way, which is even more sad. I don't think she'll ever be normal again because I think that her brain chemistry has been fucked up so much because of what she's been, subjected to. God, I sound so smart. I should be like a counselor.
For you to be a counselor and you don't have your life together, go ahead and try. I don't think anyone will book through you. People will book through me before they book through you.
Well,
you.
There's absolutely no way, honey. You are. Okay.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. We don't hold back on anything on this show. Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
No, I just don't know if people would trust, someone who's just ready to constantly just pull out all of their dead skeletons. Is that a word? Their skeletons. I just don't know if that's the kind of vibe mentally ill people are looking for. But you know what? You're pretty, and that's all that matters. Keep those tits perky, and you're gonna go far, sugar.
Thank you. Thank you. I am honored that you said that. But if you knew me personally, you know that, especially my close friends, actually, right before this interview, I was talking to one of my close friends. She's been going through some stuff with her family. Actually, all my close friends that know me, I have never told any of their secrets because I'm not that type of person. Everyone else, I could give a fuck about. But my really close friends, they really know how I am. People come to me for advice. I could be, if I wanted to be a therapist, I'll be a great one. People love getting my advice. Just like in the future, I'm doing an episode. This is probably going to be closer to the season finale of this show. So I'm doing an episode. It's called What Ronald Mercer Would Do. And I have people send me in questions. And people send me in a shit ton of questions. So actually, people do care about what I want to say. And also, when I go into my season two of my show, I'm going into a studio. I've mentioned this before. And I'm going to do a segment where people ask me questions. Some people want to know what I have to say. So I think people would trust me. Because I'm very honest. I will say that. So kudos to me for that.
They want to hear the truth. That's
absolutely. Absolutely.
No. I mean, you got to pat yourself on the back.
Yes, I am.
I feel like what are you? Are you an Aries?
Nope.
Sagittarius.
Nope.
Scorpio.
Nope. I am a true...
I'm all out of guesses.
I am a true Capricorn. very career minded, very career
Oh,
focused.
fuck. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. I
What were you
have
about
the
to say?
worst goddamn experiences with Capricorns. Yeah, I have the worst experiences because I fall in love with Capricorns, like whether it be friendship or relationships, like they've always done me dirty. Maybe I don't know, Leos and Capricorns maybe aren't like compatible. I'm not sure.
That's not true at all. My ex was a Leo, and we had no issues at all. I did end up breaking up with him because it's a few reasons, but he was a sweetheart. We are still friends to this day. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're psycho. Maybe it's something that you're not doing right. I don't know. It seems like
Possible.
to me you do have personality. I don't know. Are you terrible in bed? What is it? Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah. Um, I definitely have a very low sex drive. But I will watch porn for hours, but I don't want to have sex with you, you know? It's really that's a Leo for you, man.
No, that's not a Leo at all because my ex, he wanted to have sex all the fucking time. So I think that's just a you problem.
Really?
Maybe, yeah, maybe you do need to
It might
see.
be.
Yeah, that's completely fine. And that's strange because you're really young. It really
Yeah, I'm really
is.
young. I'm like barely legal. Yeah.
So how are you getting into all these clubs
Are you looking at my
and
tits?
I'm not seeing anything. Okay, speaking of that, let's
What
do
about
Ronald
now?
Cam.
What about now?
Okay, so we can see your
What
tits.
is Ronald
Let's
Kim?
do Ronald Cam. So Ronald Cam, if you watch the show, apparently you haven't been watching because you would know this because every
Hmm.
guest has done this on my show, is where you just stand up
Yeah.
and you show your body.
Okay.
So go ahead and stand up and show your body. Show people what you're working with. If you have anything.
You're a real piece of shit, you know that?
I know. You show it all over Instagram anyways. Okay, submit the bottom.
That's me.
There we go. There we go. There you go. Okay, so we know you were talking about you were so let me clarify. I know we talked about earlier about you doing
Yeah.
you wanted to be on like reality shows. If you could be on one show, what show would it be?
Well, I was kind of joking because I probably like wouldn't just jump on a reality show. I would do a reality show like if it was something that like I could imagine giving opportunities or something. I would definitely do Love is Blind. 100%. I can imagine that being really fun. Um, maybe even I wish there was like an easier Survivor. Maybe like a Survivor in or Big Brother. Isn't that's the easy Survivor? So maybe Big Brother. What about you?
Speaking of that, Big Brother, I was really close to getting on that show. No, not at all. I'm so glad I did not do it
Shut up.
because the type of person I am, I've actually been on a reality show before, but I'm not going to mention it just yet. That's later down the line.
Was it Busted Bussies of Texas?
Oh, so someone's trying to read me, homeboy. Actually, I've been on the show that you could never, ever get on because you don't have the look that I have. So if you want to hit me like that, go ahead and try to comfort me because I always have a response for it.
What
Just saying. But no, so Big Brother,
was
if
the
I had,
show?
I that is something I'm going to talk about down the line. I don't want to talk about that yet because that's going to be towards maybe my season finale because it was a wreck. It's a big show. Um,
Oh, okay.
maybe I
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't want to discuss it just yet. Some people know, but I don't want the world just to know just yet. Uh, Big Brother though, that show, if I was on it, I kid you not, I wouldn't last a week because I think because I'm so honest and very straight to the point, and someone had gave me their word and told me that they were going to keep me, and they lied to me. I swear to God, every single last one of them hoes that would have voted me out, I'll be throwing hands on them. So that's one reason why it was not meant for me to be on that show, and that's another reason why I would not do reality shows ever again. Absolutely fucking not. No, not at all.
Love it. I just I just had a thought. Bad Boys Club. Remember Bad Girls Club? I know you do.
Oh
There's no
hell
way you
no.
didn't watch Bad Girls Club. I
I
That
did.
would be fucking phenomenal. That would be, I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. You would be great on that. I can totally see you being like an original, but then also being kicked off the first couple episodes. I would probably last for a while just because I'm so demure. But yeah, it'd be really fun.
I don't think you will last at all. First off, they will kick you out in a week. Second, Bad Boys Club has been out. Have you not seen Bad Boys LA? They're doing a Bad Boys Houston. They did a
Is it
Bad
on
Boys.
Zeus?
Yeah, the ghetto ass network.
I know. Mm.
Have you seen it?
No, is it good enough to watch though?
Yes, I'm gonna tell you why. So it's very
Really?
entertaining up until the end. So I think it's episode 8 or 9. So me and my best friend we talked about this because he got me watching it. He's a big DJ. But anyways, so we watched episode 8. I kid you not. That is going to go down as one of the most iconic moments in reality show history. It was that good. You need to watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Do you know? You probably know who Kirk Franklin is. His son is on it. Christopher Milan, I think that's his name. He's on it. I can't stand him. I just do not like him. He just shit started. I don't have time for it. It's a few guys on the show. I think you should watch it. It's very entertaining. Get through a few episodes. I think you'll like it. It's so
Are they
entertaining. It's so much fun.
they're all gay, I'm assuming, right? They're not like straight guys, right?
No, it's a few stray guys on there, allegedly.
Mm.
So
I
you
don't
should
know.
definitely.
I kind of enjoy more like gay drama. I don't think I don't know if
It's
we
a
should involve the straights. Like, can you imagine like six gay guys like ugh, that's the drama. Ugh.
it's a lot of. Here's the thing, Chris, not Christian. It's a lot of gay drama on the
I,
show. Like a lot. Each episode, it's a lot. So you definitely should watch it. I'm telling you, it's so fucking entertaining. Like when it came out and I was watching, I was like, ooh, I was like, it was so much drama.
okay, I'm about to pay that $3.99. I'm about to tonight.
I, I think I have a link. I can send it to you where you can watch it as well for free if you don't want to pay the 4.99
Okay.
whatever. See, look at me looking out for you, and you've been such a cunt
Yeah,
to
you know
me.
I'm broke.
I know. It's okay.
Shut the fuck up. Hey, what is that laugh? All right, thank you.
You're so welcome because that's what it's about. Okay. Also, as well, let me ask you
Yeah.
another question. Who is your celebrity crush?
Ooh, my celebrity crush right now is definitely Pedro Pascal.
Who's that?
And it's like I do this thing where I go Google it, Sugar Bear.
I'm gonna do that now. I don't know who that is. Apparently, he's not a
Yeah,
celebrity because
yeah,
I don't
Google
know
that.
who.
So, no, he's huge right now, but like the thing about it is like I go through these things where like I don't have a celebrity crush that's like constant. I'm always into celebrities, whoever like who's popular at the time. Pedro Pascal is who it is right now, and I would love for him to. Yeah, that's my boy. Yep.
He is not
Yeah.
cute at all.
I am the.
You have horrible taste in men,
Okay, well,
apparently.
since we're who is your? I gave
Who
you
is mine?
one example, and all of a sudden I have bad taste in men. Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know, but I'm just telling you based on what you just told me. This is my first judgment. Mine would be Ryan Gosling. I've always had the biggest crush on him. Ryan Gosling, you cannot say he's not hot.
That is the most generic fucking answer I've ever heard in my life. Did you just like say
Well,
that
first
because
off,
like
people
you
know
thought
who
of the
he
first
is.
person that came to mind?
Well, first off, he's definitely hotter than the person
What?
that you just described. Yes, he's definitely hotter than him. The guy
No,
you just
because Pedro Pascal is daddy.
okay. That okay. What has he been in? I don't know none of his movies. I don't know who he is.
He was in like one of the Star Wars movies or the series. He was in like super was it Superman? I don't know. Okay, all I know is he's hot. That's all I know. That's all I got.
Okay, well, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying. I'm like, I've never heard of him, but I don't think he's attractive. But if you like him, you like him. I'm not. I'm not here to judge you, hon. Okay,
Okay,
so
well, when it comes to Ryan Gosling, have you been obsessed with him from the beginning, or is like his older version? That's a really good. That's important.
since the day I saw him in The Notebook is when I've been obsessed with him. So it's been
Yeah,
a long time.
yeah.
He has not aged a day, and he's still fine. Yes, sir.
I mean, he's a good-looking guy. I won't dispute that. Yeah.
Okay, so this next segment of the show I'm going to do is it's called, and this is the first time for me to do it. It's called okay, so did you watch the Grammys?
No, I was working. I'm like I work for a living, so it was really difficult for me to do that. But no, I saw some like little like snippets on like YouTube and stuff like that.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, you don't have to see anything. So we're going to rate some of the celebrities' outfits from a 1 to a 10. Are you down for that?
Okay.
Okay. So the first one we're going to do
Totes.
is because I picked some and I was like, Okay, so first off, the first one we're going to do is going to be Lizzo. What did you think of Lizzo's outfit? Rated from a 1 to a 10.
Do you know what I could do? Is I could also
Mhm.
Google it because like I can barely see it on there. So why don't we do that?
Yeah, okay. I have it in my hand.
Is that
I
okay?
screenshot it. Yeah, absolutely.
Um, okay. It's giving Rosebud. I don't hate it.
I'm
I
not
love
like
a big girl that knows how. What?
I'm not I hate it. I do not like it at all. You give your rating and I will give mine next.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a solid 6 because like we know Lizzo's a big lady, like she is a big girl, and didn't she left things to the imagination, you know what I mean? Like she looks classic, she doesn't look like raunchy, and I appreciate that. And I hate to be like what's the word? Fat phobic, but I feel like if you have like a different kind of body, then there are certain garments that work for you, and I think this worked for her. I don't think wearing like a fucking, anyway, I'll stop there.
Okay, so I'm gonna rate it a 5. To me, she looks like Sesame Street. That outfit is a no-go. She looks like Big Bird. The whole feathers and shit like that, she could have not done that. If she had changed, and I'm gonna show people because they need to see it if you can't see it. So they will be able to see it like when they watch the episode. But the whole like the straps on the shirt, she could have changed all of that. To me, it was not cute at all. So I'm gonna rate it a 5, unfortunately. And I do love Lizzo. Like, she's a big girl. She's doing a damn thing. I'm not fat phobic, but I do not like her outfit. That's all I'm going to say about it. Sorry. So,
I feel like comparing her to a Muppet or Big Bird is just so cliche. It's been done, been said, but I respect it.
I'm going to compare her to whoever I want to compare her to. She looks like Sesame Street, and I'm just going to say it. So sorry. Period. So the next person we're going to talk about is going to be my girl. She's an icon. She is the moment. It's going to be Taylor Swift. So you can go ahead and look her up. It's going to be Taylor Swift.
All right. I'm about to. Why don't you? While I look it up, give me yours.
I'm going to give her, honestly, I got to give her a 10. Her body is on point. The earrings, the whole outfit is giving me star. She came on this red carpet. I love that she's not showing too much. I do love it. This outfit is everything. It's kind of giving me early the mid 90s when Selena, she did something very similar to this. Not Selena Gomez, the original Selena. You probably wasn't born, but the real Selena. She's giving me that. So I give her a 10. What about you?
No, I agree. She looks great. And I know exactly what you're talking about. The Selena Quintanilla outfit.
Yes.
That's how you say her last name, right? Anyway, so yeah, it looks fantastic. She looks like a midnight sky with like a dirty, hot torso going through it, which really gets me hard.
Oh, okay. Someone likes women now. Oh, interesting.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is going to be Paris Hilton.
Oh God, that cunt. Oh,
I love Paris Hilton.
Grammys. Okay.
Paris Hilton is also another icon. I will give Paris Hilton. I'm gonna give her a 9. Her outfit, I think, is really cute, but she could have, I don't know. Something is missing about the whole outfit. No, the outfit is fine. It's the hair. I don't too much care for her hair too much. I think if she would have wore her hair a little bit, just
it looks like she threw it up.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Yeah. It looks like she got gum. I'm not into it. And I feel like she's definitely starting to look more and more like Donatella Versace every single day, and not in a good way. And I think that her terrible personality and her victimhood that she's like playing right now. Okay, well, that's my opinion.
Exactly. Does your opinion matter to her? No. She's still getting paid regardless.
Probably not. Yeah. You're right. I'm going to drink my piss and fuck off.
Exactly. Drink your piss and keep talking your shit. Okay, so the next one is going to be Camila Cabello.
That was good. It's Cabello.
Whatever, you know what I meant. I don't speak Spanish.
Grammys. Let me see. How did she get invited, first of all?
I know.
Ooh, you go first.
I'm going to give... I do love her. I'm going to have to give her a 4. Even that is just kind of like pushing it. This outfit is a mess. I'm not liking it at all. The whole top is a no-go. She's giving me cheap hooker. Her hair is fine. I will give you her face and her hair is fine. It's giving me older. But the whole outfit is not really giving it. I think if she would have not wore whatever you want to call this strapless top bra, whatever you want to call it, I think the outfit would have been better if it was just plain black. I'm going to have to give her a 4. It's not giving.
It is not giving at all. What it is giving is someone smashed her with a giant hammer and her body turned into like a cartoon character. And it looks like someone pushed her titties into that bra and then just like forced them to like, I mean, I thought she was like curvaceous. No, it's not good. I mean, it's just not good. She looks like a Midwestern news, like a weather girl. I don't like it.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm. What do you rate her?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Definitely I'm giving it a 3.
I can see that. I was being nice, giving her a 4. Oh, you didn't rate Paris
Yeah.
Hilton. What did you give her?
I'll always give Paris a 0 because I just think that she's a fucking cunt.
No, 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 no. We're talking about their outfits, their look. Let's be truthful. Don't hate on
All
her.
right. Let me go back. She looks a little flat chested, which is fine. Um, I don't think it's a good dress. I think she's a 6.
Okay. Well, that's your opinion. Okay, so
Yeah.
I think this will be the last one on this. So the last one would be
Okay, good. Because I'm
Adele.
I'm sounding real. Okay.
What were you about to say?
No, because I'm starting to like, I'm starting to not like myself the way that I'm coming across with these opinions. So yeah, let's let this be the last one.
Yeah, definitely. It's okay. We all have our moments.
All right, I'll go first. She looks like she has been caught in a Venus flytrap, and not in a bad way. I think that a Venus flytrap is very glamorous, and she does look like she absorbed Emily Blunt in a way, which also I'm not mad at. And I give this dress and her body an 8 because she looks great.
I agree. And I'm gonna tell you a reason why I give her an 8. Because first off, Adele lost all this weight. She looks amazing in the face. She looks the
Yeah.
best she's ever looked in years. The whole outfit is giving me very Hollywood. It's giving me bad bitch. It's giving me money. I am a businesswoman. It's giving me all of that. So I'm definitely going to give her an 8. The whole I love the outfit. Only thing I don't too much care for is like the shoulders. I think if she would have got rid of that, it'd probably be a better outfit. But that's the reason why I deducted like 2 points. That's the reason why I gave her an 8. But other than that, I do like her outfit.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Wait, so is
Chris,
that velvet or suede? I can't.
I think it's velvet. I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks velvet. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any siblings, Chris?
I do. I have one sister. She's a year and a half older than me,
Mm-hmm. Okay. How was
Roxanne.
your upbringing? How was your upbringing? Did you? So did. Let me ask. Let me ask this first. Um, did you move straight from Arkansas to here?
No, 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 no. I was born and raised in Arkansas, and then I moved when I was 21, I moved to Denver with a boyfriend. So much fun. Um, and lived there for like a year. Then I decided to move back home, lived there for a couple years, if you want the whole enchilada.
Of
In
course.
2016, yeah, I moved to Chicago to actually pursue comedy because that's what I'm good at. And it was, I lived there for 3 years and moved back home again. That's what I do. I'm getting drunk from this beer. I want that to be clear. So I moved back home. I mean, nothing ever really like worked in Chicago. I did the same thing that I'm doing in LA now, which is so sad. I mean, it's like if you're an aspiring something uh, for so long, it's like it gets pathetic. Either do it or don't, right? But that is kind of like where I'm at now with my life when it comes to acting. Like I'm in LA. I'm where like if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. So I feel like I'm making steps now to actually like pursue it. And yeah, I'm like excited about the possibilities.
Yeah, it's like I told you once before, it's definitely a tough business to like break yourself into, but you have to be consistent with it. If you're consistent with it, it's all going to work out in the end. I
Yeah.
tell people all the time, it's not for everyone. First off, I want another question I want to ask you. Why the hell are you drinking beer this early in the day? It's 4 p.m.
Uh,
Alcoholic.
oh, okay, okay. Um, it by the time I started drinking, it was happy hour in Arkansas, if that means anything to
We're in
you.
LA. We're in LA. We're not in
Well, okay,
Arkansas, hunt.
I did need a little like I needed like a little like spice to like get me through this because I honestly I thought you were gonna try to tear me to shreds. I thought maybe you found some dug up some dirt on me that I didn't know about because I have some shit, but like I don't think you did. I think that you're gonna be respectful, which is very unwindy of you, but I love it.
I told you that I was going to be nice to you. I could have dug up some shit on you. Trust me, I have my ways of finding out things. But I didn't want to do that. I was going to be nice. I didn't want to run you off. I
I
didn't
believe
want you to start crying. I didn't know you. I didn't know you personally. I didn't want you to start crying. I don't want to be that type of person just yet. Trust me, somewhere down the line it's happening. So you're getting off easy. You definitely are.
well,
So
let me
you can
tell you
thank
something,
me.
Ronald. I don't cry. I don't cry. I it comes out in like violence. So we might just be on the next season of Bad Boys Club, but I definitely have been, you know, through a lot.
I get it. Trust me, I understand. We all have. You know what? This is something I've realized over the years. I try not to let my past ruin my future. I try to see where I'm going and looking ahead instead of looking back in the past. Because if I do that, I'll be fucking crazy. My life will be miserable, and I don't want to live that type of life. So I say,
Yeah.
whatever has happened to you, just keep it moving forward, and it will all work out in the end. I kid you not.
Ronald, that's so sweet. I was like I am kind of like I'm just trying to be fucking dumb. Like I had a decent childhood, so I don't want you to feel too bad. But no, I think that you are doing exactly what you're meant to do. You're really good at this, and I think that, you know, you have just enough cunt that you do being understanding and can't wait to see. Wait, is it over or is this the end?
Yeah, we're about to wrap up in a few.
Oh, okay. Well, I was trying to do like a wrap up thing, but you know what? I'm gonna leave that up to you. You're doing great, sweetie.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, I wasn't wrapping it up just yet. I was gonna say, now I
Okay.
literally just lost my train of thought. But yeah, no, exactly. I'm not feeling sorry
I'm
for you
North.
at all. It's your life. You're gonna do whatever you want to do. Hopefully, you make the right decisions, and hopefully, you figure everything out. What do you? I do want to ask you
Yeah.
a
And if I don't,
quick question. If you don't, you don't. You know, that's just completely up to you. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And do you think you will have any children?
definitely no children. I mean, I would hate to, you know, reproduce in this world. But in 5 years, I don't know. Like, I mean, I could go either way. I could be, you know, like Skid Row, or I could be super successful. I just really don't know. I hope that I hope that I mean, I think that I have the drive at this point. I mean, like I am way too old to continue aspiring. So, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm gonna find my way in LA. I really do.
Yeah, you know what? I will say this. You've only been here 2 years. it takes most people 2 to 3 years in order to figure out like what they want to do and also figure out their groove in LA. For me, it took around 3 years. And then after that, everything just started to fall in place. I started doing things that kind of like made me happy. And honestly, I've been out here 9 years now. It wasn't until like within like the last year, I started to figure out what did I want to do long term. Like I actually wanted to be an actor. That was the whole plan. That's what I wanted to do. But then also, I also hated auditioning. So that was another thing. And if I get turned down in the audition, I'm also going to curse out the fucking producers. So like, you know what? Not for me at all. So I think within the last year, I decided I wanted to be wealthy. And I've made it a goal to open up a business, which has been going really well. It's been very successful. I opened a podcast, which has been really going really well as well. If I had not done none of this, I don't know where I would be. So I just say that you have to just keep it pushing and you will find your groove.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I kind of like resonate with that, with the whole like, I think maybe we both have some like temperamental issues. And so you have to think about that kind of thing whenever when you're thinking about auditions and being in the acting world. Like, you literally have to just eat shit constantly. And so that's one of those things that you have to like understand about yourself. Like, can you do that? Because like I like to pop off too, and I don't know if you know, as I keep going, I'll see what happens. But I think that you specifically probably would do way better in this like hosting gig that you're getting. So you know, that's also maybe a possibility. I would love to host too. So, oh my God, let's become the new fashion police.
Ah, that sounds like a good idea. You know, actually, I wouldn't mind doing that. That sounds
Yeah,
very fun. I do miss that show. I miss Joan Rivers.
yeah. We're in a different Same. We're in a different world though, so I don't know. Like, cancel culture's ruined everything. I don't know how much we'll get away with. Like, you can't say anything anymore, right?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And you know, with me, that's why I have to kind of
Yeah.
like push back on what I say. The first few episodes of my show, I was very blunt and very straight to the point. And I really have some of the episodes of my show, I have really hurt a lot of people's feelings. I've had people cry calling me on the phone. I've been banned from places. It's been a lot that's happened with this show, but I know in the end it's going to be worth it. So, you know, you just have to keep it pushing. You have to be consistent with it. You just cannot care about what people think. And that's something that I've learned over the years as well.
Well, you know, you probably don't want me to bring up, but like the guest you had, like that you weren't able to air, Jonathan, you can bleep that out if you want to. But like, I'm so mad because I wanted to see that so bad because like he like seems so upset, and I would love to revel in his like sadness.
He was also okay. So I'm not going to mention my friend's name, but I will say this: he was roommates with him, and so Jonathan kept. I don't give a fuck if he sees this episode or whatever, because he might end up seeing it. But I will say this: so Jonathan kept reaching out to me to be on the show, and so he was supposed to be like one of my original guests. I think he was supposed to be in episode 2 or 3, and he flaked on me. And so he reached out to me again. He was like, "Oh, can I be on it?" I'm like, "Jonathan, if you're gonna be flaky, then you're not gonna be on my show." He was like, "I promise I'm gonna be on it." And I had already had a whole bunch of tea on him. And like I said, I was gonna call him out on being a cum dump. So allegedly, according to someone, Jonathan had invited over a few guests over to his house. He had my friend cook for his friends, and they were all running the train on him. So it was a lot of things I was going to bring up in the episode, but I decided not to bring it. Well, I didn't get a chance to bring it up because he kept fucking up. I ended up running into him maybe like 3 weeks ago at CVS. He won't even speak to me at all, which I don't really care. But he watches all my stories, so he's obsessed with my life, which is fine. I'm okay with that. You know, he really wanted to be my friend so bad, but I'm closer with his roommate than I would ever be close with him. And just to me, Jonathan is, I don't know, he thinks he's better than everyone else, which he's not. And I'm just gonna call it the way I see it. I people don't like it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've met him once. I've hung out with him one time, and I got pretentious vibes. So it wasn't my vibe, but I mean, I feel like he has a lot of insecurities, and I'm sure he'll get over them, or maybe he won't, and that will be his life. But whatever. I thought it was hilarious either way. Um, the little snippet that I saw.
Definitely. Well, I'm glad you brought it up. We don't hold back on anything on this show. So that's one thing I love about this show is
Yeah.
because I do not play when it come down to that. So are you currently single? Are you looking? Do you want to give people just a little bit of background what you're looking for?
No, 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 no. I'm single. Gonna be single for a long time. I've been put through the heart crushed, done with dick, done with men. Like I'm over it. So don't DM me, don't touch me.
There you go, and that's exactly what he just said to y'all. He said, "Don't DM him, do not fuck him, don't do nothing to him."
Yeah,
Well,
that part.
I do want to thank you, Chris, not Christian. I do want to thank you for coming on this show today. I really appreciate you taking out time to be here with me. Hopefully, I didn't go too hard on you. I told you I was going to go super easy, which I thought I did because I'm a lot meaner to other people. But I don't think I was mean to you at all.
Ronald, you were such an angel to me, and I really appreciate it. And
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this show. Thank you for coming again. And everyone, as I always say, get your life together, get your credit together, and clean that kitchen because we do not do roaches. Can I get an amen, Chris?
amen.
Thank you, Chris. I talk to you soon.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Bye.